Namaste dear children, I am Rekha. Welcome to my channel Rekha's Knowledge Hub. Today we will see NCERT Class 6 Social Science Chapter 2 Oceans and Continents Part 1. Children, we have already covered Chapter 1 Locating Places on the Earth. Today we will move to second chapter Oceans and Continents. We will start with a quotes by Jules Verne, 1870. The ocean is everything. It covers 7/10 of the terrestrial globe. This quote says about the importance of ocean. Ocean covers 7/10 of the terrestrial globe. Its breadth is pure and healthy. Here, ocean is described as a pure and healthy space. It is an immense desert where man is never lonely, for he feels life stirring all around. It is an immense desert means it is a very big desert where man is never lonely. Even though it is so big and empty, a person doesn't feel alone. He feels life stirring all around. This means that the person can sense that there are living things all around them, even if they can't see them all the time. The ocean is the vast reservoir of nature. A reservoir is like a big container that holds something. In this case, our ocean holds all sorts of natural things. The globe began with the ocean, so to speak, and who knows if it will not end with it. The globe began with the ocean, so to speak. It is like saying the ocean was here first and life came from it. And who knows if it will not end with it. It means we don't know if the ocean might also be the place where everything ends. So this is a quote by Jules Verne, 1870. See this picture? This is a picture of the Earth seen from space. This is sent by lunar orbiter. The view is centered on the Pacific Ocean. So center we have Pacific Ocean with Africa to the left. Left side we have Africa, India and part of Asia at the top. So at the top, India and part of Asia. Then Australia to the right. Right, we have Australia and Antarctica at the bottom. At the bottom we have Antarctica. The big questions. First one, what are oceans and continents? What are their names and their distribution? These questions will be answered in this chapter. See the second one, in what ways do oceans and continents impact life on Earth, including human life? What are oceans? Oceans are huge bodies of salt water that cover most of the Earth's surface. We have Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean or Antarctic Ocean, then Arctic Ocean. What are continents? Continents are large land masses that rise above the ocean. Do you know the names of continents? Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe, Australia and Antarctica. These oceans and continents play important roles in shaping life on Earth, including our own human lives. We will see all these things in this chapter. Let us return to our globe and rotate it gently. Or look at the picture of the Earth seen from the moon. What is the most widespread color you see? Blue, obviously. But what does it represent? When you look at the picture of the Earth seen from the moon, What is the most widespread color you see? It is obviously blue. Do you know the reason? You must have guessed the answer. It is water. This means that most of the Earth's surface is actually covered with water. Almost 3/4 of the surface, in fact. That is why when seen from outer space, the Earth appears mostly blue. This is an important question. Why our Earth appears mostly blue when seen from outer space? Most of the Earth's surface is actually covered with water. Almost 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered with water. Indeed, early astronauts lovingly called the Earth blue planet. So, which is the blue planet? It is Earth. The largest water bodies we see on the globe are called oceans. So, the largest water bodies we see on the globe are called what? Oceans. But in the picture of the Earth, you can see at least one other color, that is brown. This color is that of land, which covers a little over 1/4 of the globe. See, in this picture, in addition to blue color, you can also see brown color. This brown color represents land. Land covers around 1/4 of the globe. A large body of land is called a landmass, and a large continuous expanse of land is called a continent. So, what is the difference between a landmass and a continent? What is a landmass? A landmass is simply a large area of land. A large body of land is called a landmass. Then what is a continent? A continent is a large continuous expanse of land. That is, a continent is a large continuous landmass separated by oceans or other significant geographical features. That is a continent. Both oceans and continents play a vital role in shaping the climate of the Earth. So next we will see the importance of oceans and continents. Both oceans and continents play a very important role in shaping the climate of the Earth. They affect all aspects of life, including all plants and animals, and therefore human life too. So these oceans and continents will affect all aspects of life, including plants, animals, human beings, etc. We see their impact throughout our history and culture and in our daily lives. The emblem of the Indian Navy contains the motto Sham no Varuna, which means be auspicious to us, O Varuna. See, this is the emblem of the Indian Navy. It contains a motto Sham no Varuna. This means be auspicious to us, O Varuna, O God Varuna, be favorable to us. This is an invocation to Varuna. This is an invocation means what? Prayer. Prayer to Varuna, a Vedic deity associated with the oceans, the sky and water in general. Deity means God. So, this is a prayer to Varuna. Varuna, God of oceans, the sky and water in general. Next we will see the distribution of water and land on the earth. As it happens, oceans and continents are not distributed equally between the northern and southern hemispheres. We have two hemispheres, northern hemisphere and southern hemispheres. See, the oceans and continents, they are not distributed equally between these hemispheres. See this picture, maps of the earth as seen from above the North Pole. See this picture, is a map of the earth seen from above the North Pole. See the second picture. This is seen above the South Pole. Let us examine the two maps. Here too, the blue areas consist of oceans along with their small extensions which have various names: sea, bay, gulf, etc. So the blue areas, they represent oceans. What are the circular lines in each map called? You have studied in the previous chapter. These circular lines are called latitudes. Circular lines are called latitudes. And do you know what the lines radiating out of the two poles are called? They are called longitudes. Then which hemisphere holds more water? Southern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere holds more water. What do you think could be the approximate proportion of water to land in the northern hemisphere and in the southern hemisphere? Ratio of water to land in the northern hemisphere is around 3:2. And in the southern hemisphere, the proportion of water to land is around 3:1. Next, are all the oceans connected with one another or are there separations between them? See, all oceans, they are interconnected. All the oceans are interconnected. Next, we will see some ocean life. See, these are coral reefs. You can see the picture of coral reef, then a starfish on a sea anemone. Then you can see a shark, then this is a shark, then dolphins, then sperm whale, mother and baby, then shallow coral reef with a colorful tropical fish. This is algae, you can see the picture of algae, then emperor penguins, then Bonaire sea turtle. These are sea turtles. The oceans together hold most of the water available on the planet. So the oceans hold most of the water available on earth. But this sea water is salty and unfit for consumption by most land animals including humans. We cannot drink seawater. Why? Because seawater is salty. So it is unfit for consumption. On the other hand, fresh water makes up a very small proportion of the planet's water resources. Fresh water makes up a very small proportion of the Earth's water resources. It is found in glaciers, rivers, lakes, in the atmosphere and also underground. The last is called groundwater. So from where do we get fresh water? We will get fresh water from glaciers, rivers, lakes. Then it is found in atmosphere. Then also underground. That means groundwater. Think about it. If there is such abundance of water on the planet, why is there so much talk of water scarcity or a water crisis? Major portion of the earth is covered with water. Then, why we talk about water scarcity or water crisis? What is the reason? Most of the earth's water, about 97%, is salt water found in oceans. Humans and most land-based life need fresh water, which is only about 3% of the total water on earth. Also, some proportion of fresh water is present in glaciers as ice. Then, what ways of saving water are you aware of? Which ones have you seen practiced at home, at your school and in your village, town or city? How can you save water? At home, you can take shorter showers, then turning off the tap while brushing teeth, then fixing leaks promptly, reusing whatever when possible, then collecting rainwater. There are different ways of saving water. Oceans. On the world map, we can observe 5 oceans: the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, and the Southern or Antarctic Oceans. We have 5 oceans: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, and the Southern or Antarctic Ocean. Although we have listed 5 oceans, it is clear from the map that they are not really separate. The lines that divide them on the map are no more than conventions. The natural world does not follow such boundaries. These 5 oceans are not truly separate, and their boundaries are merely conventions on map. Seawater, for example, constantly flows across different oceans, sustaining a rich diversity of marine life. Many plants and animal species can be found across multiple oceans. Seawater flows continuously across different oceans. This interconnectedness supports a diverse range of marine life with many species found in multiple oceans. So, although there are 5 listed oceans, they are not truly separate. The lines dividing them on maps are conventions, not natural boundaries. The marine flora includes tiny plants called algae and all kinds of seaweeds. The marine fauna consists of thousands of species of colorful fish, dolphins, whales, and countless mysterious deep sea creatures. So, what do you mean by flora and fauna? What is flora? The plant life of a particular region or period of time. They are called flora. Flora means the plant life of a particular region or particular period of time. It is called flora. So, the marine flora includes tiny plants called algae and all kinds of seaweeds. So, marine flora consists of algae, then all kinds of seaweeds, etc. Then, marine fauna, what do you mean by fauna? The animal life of a particular region or a period of time. That is fauna. Fauna means the animal life of a particular region or a particular period of time. So, marine fauna consists of thousands of species of colorful fish, dolphins, whales, and countless deep sea creatures. Each part of the ocean, from the sunlit surface to the dark depths, has its own diverse life forms. See this map, this world map showing the 5 oceans, their conventional boundaries and the continents. See, we have Pacific Ocean, then Atlantic Ocean, then Southern Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean. Locate the 5 oceans and in the table below mark the hemisphere or hemispheres they belong to. See Pacific Ocean, first one Pacific Ocean. So it is found in both Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere. Then what about Atlantic Ocean? It is also found in both hemispheres, Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere. Then what about Indian Ocean? Indian Ocean is also found in both hemispheres, Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere. Then what about Southern Ocean? See, this is Southern Ocean. It is found in southern hemisphere only. It is not found in northern hemisphere. Okay. Then what about Arctic Ocean? See, this is Arctic Ocean. This Arctic Ocean is found in northern hemisphere and it is not found in southern hemisphere. It is visible on the map that the Pacific Ocean is the largest of all, followed by the Atlantic Ocean. The Indian Ocean is the third largest, while the Southern Ocean is the fourth. The smallest one is the Arctic Ocean. So, the largest ocean is Pacific Ocean, followed by the Atlantic Ocean. Indian Ocean is the third largest ocean. Then, fourth one is Southern Ocean. The smallest one is Arctic Ocean. As a map of oceans makes clear, the main limits of the Indian Ocean are Asia to the north, Africa to the west, and Australia to the east, apart from the Southern Ocean in the south. The Indian Ocean is bordered by Asia to the north, Africa to the west, and Australia to the east. The Southern Ocean lies to its south. On either side of India, we find two parts of the Indian Ocean, the Arabian Sea to the west and the Bay of Bengal to the east. The Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal are the two major parts of the Indian Ocean located to the west and east of India respectively. Look at this map of India. See, here Bay of Bengal is located to the east of India and Arabian Sea is located to the west of India. Oceans and disasters. Returning to the picture of the earth at the start of this chapter, you may have noticed white shapes across the globe. Did you guess what they are? You might have noticed some white shapes across the globe. They are large masses of clouds. Such clouds bring rain to the continents. For instance, the monsoon rains we in India expect every summer originate in the ocean. The white shapes across the globe are large masses of clouds. These clouds bring rain to the continents. For example, the monsoon rains we in India expect every summer originate in the ocean. Without such rains, our agriculture and all life will suffer. But oceans often also give rise to storms, violent events with extreme rainfall or very strong winds such as cyclones, which can cause widespread damage to coastal regions of the world. So the clouds are responsible for bringing rain to the continents. The monsoon rains in India, which originate in the ocean, are crucial for agriculture. At the same time, the oceans can be the source of violent storms like cyclones, which can cause significant damage to coastal areas due to extreme rainfall and strong winds. A tsunami is another natural disaster that originates in the ocean. It is a huge and powerful wave generally caused by a strong earthquake or a volcanic eruption at the bottom of the ocean. A tsunami is a natural disaster that originates in the ocean. It is a very huge and powerful wave and it is generally caused by a strong earthquake or a volcanic eruption at the bottom of the ocean. Tsunamis can travel thousands of kilometers and submerge coastal areas, causing widespread damage. These tsunami waves, they can travel thousands of kilometers and they can cause widespread damage by submerging our coastal areas. On 26 December 2004, India and another 13 countries around the Indian Ocean were struck by a powerful tsunami caused by an earthquake in Indonesia. On December 26, 2004, a powerful tsunami caused by an earthquake in Indonesia struck India and 13 other countries around the Indian Ocean. More than 2 lakh people lost their lives. In India, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the coast of Tamil Nadu and Kerala were severely affected and suffered much damage and loss of life. Over 2 lakh people lost their lives in India. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands as well as the coast of Tamil Nadu and Kerala were severely affected, resulting in significant damage and loss of life. Such tsunamis are rare but very destructive. Luckily, they can often be detected before they hit a coast. Tsunamis are rare but at the same time they are destructive. Fortunately, they can often be detected before hitting the coast. Many countries collaborate in such early warning systems. There is, in particular, an Indian Ocean tsunami warning system to which many countries, including India, contribute. This helps to take measures to protect lives and property. Many countries, they collaborate on early warning systems. Collaborate means work together. Many countries work together in such early warning systems. The Indian Ocean tsunami warning system involves contributions from many countries, including India, to implement protective measures for lives and property. Events that lead to loss of life and property are handled under disaster management. Events causing loss of life and property are managed under disaster management. India has its own National Disaster Management Authority to deal with all kinds of disasters. So, India has its own National Disaster Management Authority to deal with all kinds of disasters. Children, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. We will see in the next video. The playlist for all subjects are given in the description box. Please go through it. Thank you.